What is up, guys? This is Ben from Blade HQ. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Cold Steel Marauder. Big fixed blade knife. I wanted to show you kind of a size comparison to my body, size comparison to my arm. You get an idea of how big this knife is. So we'll take it to the tabletop and talk about this knife, but I did want to show you the size comparison to me. All right, so now we're down at the tabletop. We're going to take a look at the Cold Steel Marauder, compare it to the K-Bar World War II Army, U.S. Army knife. Very cool stuff. Anyway, we'll take a look at this, pull it out of the sheath here. I'm going to be very careful because I'm sitting behind the camera and sometimes these things get a little dicey. Overall length on this knife is 14 1/8 inch. Blade length is 9 inches, made from Aus 8 steel. These are made in Taiwan. You can see that clip point blade on there. Hollow ground. Very, very sharp. In fact, while I'm sitting here, it comes hair shaving sharp. Bam. You can see that. Most of Cold Steel's stuff comes hair shaving sharp. Very nice. This knife is full tang, so that piece of steel goes all the way into the handle. It has this Kray-Ex handle material, which is kind of a polymer. It's very grippy, feels good in hand. You can see that hand shot right there. I like it. Feels nice. The center of gravity on this one is sitting about right there-ish. So you can see that there. So it's kind of weighted further in the blade, which is going to be nice for chopping, if you're chopping branches or bushes, that sort of thing. Best uses for this one are tactical hunting. I'd say this could be a good camp knife too, if you were just looking for something beastly to chop through some branches or that sort of thing. You can see this handle has some contours in it that I enjoy. There's a contour this way as well as that slight contour there. Definitely a good idea to put a lanyard on this big knife just to keep it in your hand. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere, you know? So nice lanyard hole there. Very solid. The weight on this one is 11.2 ounces. Now, as I started reading about this one, it talks about how it's designed after kind of the battle combat knives of World War II. And I think if you're talking battle knives of World War II, you got to talk about the K-Bar U.S. Army. Just different knives, but they're kind of reminiscent a little bit in the handle, kind of that hilt feature. And then even in the blade shape, you can see there's kind of that drop point on the K-Bar as well. Different knives, different steels, 1095 Crovan steel on the K-Bar, whereas this is the Aus 8A on the Cold Steel. They definitely feel different in hand, different styles of knife. Each has its own good and bad things, obviously, but you can see kind of a size comparison. The K-Bar is 11.8 inches where the Marauder is 14 1/8 inch. So very solid knives, both of them. Comes with this nice sheath, and it's just going to slide right in there, clip right in like so, and that's not going anywhere. You can shake it, and it also has the safety strap there. It's a Secure X sheath. A lot of different ways you could carry this, hook it into your system. And then here on the back, I don't know all the system lingo. I typically hook things on my belt because I'm not super tactical or tactical nothing. I just hook things on my belt. So anyway, it's got the snap and the Velcro. So you have options as far as carrying it. If you are tactical, I'm not criticizing you. That's just not where I use my stuff. I go camping. I do things of that nature. So more power to the tactical guys out there, especially in the military. I know, man, sometimes I sit here and I do these overviews and I think, I don't know the next thing about this knife in a tactical situation, but I'm definitely sure it could be used for self-defense and in tactical uses. So keep that in mind as well. Anyway, so there you have it. Let me show you a quick size comparison to a tactical clothespin. Large knife, obviously. Let's pull out the calipers here real quick, zero them in. 0.19 inches on the spine of the blade, and then 0.09 right at the tip. I mentioned this was hollow ground, right near the grind, 0.04 inches. Handle thickness at its widest point is 0.9 inches, so almost an inch thick. In comparison, the K-Bar US Army is an inch thick, just over an inch. So there's some information for you. I hope that's helpful in making buying decisions. Like I mentioned, this is a large knife. The place to buy it is bladehq.com. Runs for $99.95 currently on bladehq.com as of June 2013. So buy it now at bladehq.com.